Mr. Olympia 1980, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
When he moved to America in the late 60s, he was dubbed the Austrian Oak. These days, Arnold Schwarzenegger is more commonly known as the Governator, the nickname blending his real-life role as the governor of California with his most famous big-screen role as the Terminator. According to fellow action man Sylvester Stallone, playing the hero off-screen is a much tougher gig.
It's something that I couldn't ever do. I could never relate to. I think it's very dangerous waters because it's he may be very successful at it. All I know is that in that particular field, you can't yell action and cut and you know, take two, take three. You know, it's real. It's real. So the price right there is a very, very high price to pay. And I personally think that, you know, sometimes actors should remain actors.
However, it wasn't the first time that Arnie had ignored the naysayers. 5 years after winning an unprecedented 6 straight Mr. Olympia titles, he decided to come back out of retirement and won the competition again in 1980 with barely any training. Then, despite speaking very little English and with scarcely any recognized acting talent, the former farm boy set his sights on becoming a movie star, and through films like The Terminator, Total Recall, Predator and True Lies, somehow ended up becoming one of the highest grossing stars in Hollywood.
What's he good at? Oh my God. I think basically, I mean, he's amazing for so many. He has done more movies and less dialogue than possibly any actor besides Lassie. I think you have to go like, even the dog's going, "Ah! I said something. Ah!"
Known for letting his guns and muscle do the talking, few fans would have laid a bet on their taciturn hero taking on the verbal gymnastics of politics.
Good morning, everybody.
Although he may have dropped a hint by marrying TV journalist Maria Shriver, whose uncle was John F. Kennedy. In 2003, he threw his hat into the ring in the recall race to govern America's richest state, and immediately showed that he knew how to convert his on-screen popularity into real-life votes with a landslide victory.
I entered this office beholden to no one except you, my fellow citizens.
And within 2 months of taking office, the transformation from Terminator to Governator appeared complete as he spoke at an AIDS Foundation fundraiser.
The recall came about because of people power. I was voted in as the next governor of the state because of people power. And that's the kind of power that the people have of this organization of children affected by AIDS Foundation. It's people power. This is why you have this tremendous impact on thousands of children.
In 2005, he took his fight against evil forces to Hong Kong, where he joined Jackie Chan in an attempt to end video piracy in Asia.
I think the more often that we bring it up and deal with it, the better it is. And the more awareness we bring to that subject, the better it is. And this is why Jackie and I got together and did this PSA, because what is important is, and I think the ability that I have is that we can penetrate and go through all the other stuff, penetrate and go directly to the people of China or go directly to the people of Hong Kong.
His political achievements so far have included introducing the nation's first cap on greenhouse emissions, and his determination to lead by example in tackling global warming has seen him adapt one of his Hummers to run on hydrogen and install solar panels to heat his home. All the white knight heroics have helped to counterbalance some of the less savoury aspects of Arnie's CV, which have included admitted steroid use and several allegations of sexual misconduct. These days, having reportedly amassed a fortune of around $800 million, he can afford to forego his governor's salary.
I've made plenty of money in my life, luckily through my movie business and through real estate investments and other wise investments, that now I can go and be a public servant and not think about my income and all that, to just think about how can I make California a richer state and how can I make California a more efficient state.